Hi everyone, how are you? Alright, so this is a video game called TimeSplitters 2. Not too bad little video game. Probably one of my favourites, to be brutally honest with you. Came out quite a few years ago for the Xbox, the PlayStation 2, and the GameCube. It was made by a company called Free Radical Design, which some people may have heard of them, some people haven't heard of them. Basically, they were a company who was made up of ex-Rare developers. So a lot of this game will admittedly look a lot like GoldenEye, for all the good reasons. So we're going to be playing easy mode any %, which is just go through the start, get to the end, play it on easy, and we'll see how we go. And I reckon the Anaconda incentive was met yesterday.
Anaconda incentive has been met.
Are you starting?
And I'm not going to lie. Oh, you can start the timer, by the way, I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie, this is going to be an absolutely terrible run because of the fact of I am super tired.
Yay!
I don't know. Because it's the end of the old farts block, I suppose.
Yeah, we're the token oldies.
Softman's in that group too.
By technicality.
You certainly did. So basically, at the start of the game, we wanted to get some timelines and blow up a satellite communications dish. Sort of like the first damn level in GoldenEye, I suppose. Let's see if we can shoot him in the face. That's handy.
Do you play as a spy in this game?
Yes and no. It's got a whole sort of underlying overarch where each individual level is basically a different period in time, hence TimeSplitters. Each level you need to get all of the time. You need to get a time crystal. At the end of the game, you get all the time crystals, activate a big sort of time portal, and that's pretty much it.
So how many of the different James Bonds do you get to be?
You get to be several different James Bonds. But you're not James Bond though.
Ah yes. John's Bond.
Sure.
Yeah, James John, that's a good one.
But yeah, so basically the first level is literally a dam. Yes, I know, it's good fun. Aha! A lot more callbacks to basically GoldenEye. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a slight detour around the corner here to the left to collect the Anaconda cart, which we'll play that later on.
Yay.
If you don't know what Anaconda is, you're going to be in for a little bit of a treat. Some people like it, some people don't. I think it's fantastic and has some of the best music I've ever heard. Which, I suppose, one of the big differences compared to some of the older sort of games by Rare, this game actually has checkpoints. Which, depending on how well I play or how well I don't play, I may or may not be using them. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay down a whole bunch of timelines because, lo and behold, they're zombies. What this will do is this will kill them as they spawn. In here we have a time splitter guy. Throw 3 mines on him to get him to blow up, pick up the time crystal, slowly make our way back around the corner to hit the time portal, end of the first level. It's pretty easy stuff. So the next level's in 1932 Chicago. The first level was 1990 Siberia.
So are you a time cop?
I suppose I could be a time cop, but I won't be the time cop.
Was this music composed by David Cage?
I don't think the music was composed by David Cage, no.
Then I guess you're not a time cop.
Then I guess
I'm not
it's actually
the time cop, I could be a time cop.
I thought that was part of the job.
It could be. So at the start of this level, we need to get on our little phone, contact Marco, who is behind the newsstand on the main street, which is right here. I don't understand why we had to call him, why we couldn't just go to him in the first place, but that's fine. This guy doesn't like bullets. I recommend not shooting him. Otherwise, he'll cower for about 10-15 seconds, and then everyone gets all upset, especially me. So what we're going to do is, no one spawned around that way because I managed to do the start of it, not too bad. We're going to take out a couple of different people around here, take out a sniper, take him out, go around the back, shoot him. And who's up for a game of pool? I like pool. Roth, do you like pool? No, he doesn't like pool. Hey, I got one in, not too bad. Right, let's go for another shot. Do you mind? I'm playing pool, leave me alone. Thank you. That's probably enough pool. Let's see how this guy's coming along.
He's just taking a leisurely stroll.
Yeah, you know, there's like people, there's guns, there's gangsters, there's everyone around out to kill him, and he's just going for a leisurely stroll around the corner. So we can open up his apartment and get us a key to the nightclub. And I dead shoot for some reason. That guy's not gonna spawn. Oh, there he is. Missed. There we go. So there's two ways we can do this. We could stand back here, run backwards, and try and get him to glitch sort of to stop so we can get the door, but we're not going to do that because I've had absolutely no luck with that. We're going to do it the slow way. If we shoot him, he sort of stays at the front of the steps on the stoop, and we can sort of get back, run around him, go around the side, shoot one bullet into him to hopefully give us a damage boost, which he didn't. He's not very friendly. We don't like him. If we see him again, we'll probably kill him. It does seem fair. So now we're basically making our way to kill the big bad boss. First you've got to kill his sidekick, just by shooting him in the head once. You can shoot him in the body about 5 or 6 times. You want to stick to the side to get him to hopefully spawn nicely, pick up his time crystal, and go through the pipe. Not too hard stuff, really. Next level is 1895 Notre Dame. This is probably my second least favorite level because I'll tell you why in a minute. So at the start we have our little shotgun, which of course there's always zombies when you have a shotgun.
Are these zombies?
Yeah, they're little zombie guys. Mainly because they're lying down and then they get up and you shoot them in the head, if you can, and they die. So the start of the level is basically making our way into the church through the sewer. Which there is a much faster way to do a part coming up here. I'm going to do it the simple way because of reasons. You can, basically what happens is you get on fire. You're on fire until basically the end of the level, until you get the rainy area outside. If you touch any of these little maidens here while you're on fire, they burn, they get really sad, they die. So we're going to go nice and slow because I've had literally no luck with sniping this from halfway across the room. Things like that, where they die. Second most hated level. Let's restart it. I don't understand why they want you to snipe a lock off of these things when they give you a shotgun.
For their precision.
I don't think laser sights were invented in the late 1800s. Because they weren't invented in the late 1800s.
But when you go through the time portal, do you have to be using things of that era?
Yes. It is the rules. It's the rules of time. Don't question time.
The weapons just keep getting worse and keep going backwards.
Have you not seen Back to the Future? See what happens when you mess with time? You fade from pictures.
You don't even know what you look like in this game.
Alright.
Those prisoners are looking awfully sexy for no
They
reason.
sure do. Because we're not on fire, it makes killing these two zombies a little bit longer. That's fine. We're just taking everything nice and easy and safe. So we're now in the nice, really big church. We've got some Grim Reapers here. We can kill one of them. Fantastic. We kill his other buddy. This guy should drop 2 Luger pistols, which will come in handy soon. Yeah, some people don't like that. I'd have to agree, it is a bit sickening.
Ooh.
We're not going to quite do it again because one of the guys comes up the stairs. Both of them do come up the stairs. Come on, gang. So what we need to do is we need to shoot the heads off of these guys, 4 spawn on each side. I'm not going to have any luck.
See, I was going to say, does the Hunchback show up as a joke, but then he actually does.
He does, he shows up.
Why else would you put it on?
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see if I remember how to count. And that one. The Hunchback can help you by shooting the heads off of those guys, but he's next to useless. He tries. We've got to give him points for that. That's all he gets, points. He doesn't get anything else. I suppose he does get the maiden. So this guy, we're going to be nice and close. It's a big giant golem. Shoot him in the head a bunch of times. Easy. It opens up this little door here, and if we were on fire, this would be the point where we get put out. I don't know, just rain sweat or something. What we need to do is we basically go up around the corner, we have our little boss, shoot him in the head a bunch of times, pretty precise. We walk our way back, and we go back through the time portal.
Jacques de la Mort. What a name.
What a name. It's not my problem. Time can deal with it, you know. In the 1800s it probably decomposes or something.
So are you future now?
We're in the future.
Ooh.
That's why we have a science gun. We shoot science bullets. Can confirm. Are you a scientist? Alright, so you can confirm. So this is a pretty basic and straightforward level, on easy anyway. We just have to stop the 2 beach attacks, go into a UFO, grab a time crystal and leave. So we're going to hang around by the beach with this one. We should have, I think, 4 spawns? I don't know, I can't count. That would give me one of these. Pretty cool alien dudes. Come on. What are you doing now? We're going to do everything nice and safe.
Marathon safety.
Marathon safety, and I'm honestly super tired.
We
We're going
all
to get ourselves some free bullets, because why not? With our science guns. And our science flies. They're big. Very sciencey. Well, I should trust you. I should trust you, Ashwis, because you are a scientist, you said. Yep. So here's our UFO with another beach attack. Lo and behold, a couple of more alien guys. Not quite Master Chief, but you know. Yep.
Halo Infinite looks great.
So what we're going to do is we want to walk back to the start of the ship. Completely miss that portal. So time crystals being right here on the ground. And then once again go into the time portal. On harder difficulties there are more objectives, and of course enemies do more damage, and things are of course a lot harder. Hey PSX, do you want to play some games?
Sure.
Come here.
Neo Tokyo. It's always Neo
Here we go.
Tokyo.
This is your controller. Push the green button. Okay. Alright, what I need you to do is I need you to go directly to the left. Turn around. Follow that left wall there. Yep, follow the wall. That's it. Now turn left around the corner. Keep going straight. Alright, now turn left around the corner again. Alright, now turn left around the corner again. Turn around. Turn around. See that little box there? Just stand behind that. Yep, that's it. Alright. What do you want to do for 3 minutes? Have a bit of a sit down? Yeah. So the idea of this level is that you have to follow, I'm not sure if you saw, but at the start of the level there's a, basically she's a hacker. You need to follow her to the underground base, you've got to get her code so you can get the time crystal, yada 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 yada. This level, you can literally just turn around, hang out by where the entrance of the sewer is, which is here, and just wait for her. So if there's like any donations or anything, you have like 2 minutes or so. If there's nothing, then, oh well, now's a good time to donate to get them read out.
Exactly, so no donations that come in at this point. Again, we've just gone past the 24-hour mark. We're very close to that 3K, so if everyone can jump in and donate towards that right now, that'd be great. Again, we're raising money for Beyond Blue, so it's a great organisation in Australia that raises money for mental health issues and helping people out, so all donations are very much appreciated.
I reckon we can hit 3K by the end of the day. At least, come on.
Can do it.
Do it. Yeah, it's Twitch chat. No, nothing? Okay. Alright, so down the bottom there we've got a little red dot. See that one there? On the corner of my little PDE. It's actually called typical uplink, but it's all good. And then the hacker will stop. And then slowly come around the corner. What a great game.
10 out of 10.
It's the most exciting level yet.
Oh, it's fantastic. So basically we don't have to be like Solid Snake and sneak behind this lady. She's holding a gun. Probably is a science gun. Could be a silenced science gun. Whoa. I've got a sneaky gun. But it's not a science gun. It's an old school gun. Alright.
This is only next year.
Do you not see how neo and futuristic everything is? So for this part, we basically need to wait for these two to come up from around the corner. Now, how else do you get passwords? You hack the cameras, and you just stare at the computer screen. That one right there. What's over here? There's a door. Typey. Thanks for your code.
You've been typing that really obviously.
Wow, game.
Maybe she was just saying it out loud as she typed.
See, if you're too slow, she shuts the door on us. Come on, open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Thank you.
So we've got a donation from Brainspoon, who's given us $53.65. And he's
Legend.
just given us some quick thanks for organising this event. So thank you, Brainspoon.
Remember, we've got incentives coming up too. It was.
Alright, so we beat up that person a whole bunch because they had the time crystal, lo and behold. So they've dropped it, now we just need to basically walk our way to the time portal. Look at that frame rate. Wow. So real. And that's the end of that level. Probably the most boringest level, but now we come to the level I absolutely hate the most, which some people probably don't understand.
1853 Wild West.
So the objective of this... Oh, it's a great level. It's the shortest level in the entire game, to be brutally honest with you. But the problems that I have is that I usually get sniped off, or I fall off because I'm dumb. But what we do is we go into the little sheriff's office and we free our deputy, which if you're doing this co-op, they're hiding in here. Or we instead shoot the maiden in the head, which we may or may not do now. No, instead we'll dismiss the barrels completely because we're bad. Shooting those barrels puts the fire out. And she says, "Why thanks," in a very nice way. She's going to shoot us. That's not fair. And we've already found the time crystal. So we need to push the explosives along, go around the front of them, kill one sniper, kill another sniper, and hope we don't get shot off the little tracks here, because lo and behold, there's death below us.
Minecraft section, now you know it's former red devs.
So the idea is to shoot the sheriff, not the sheriff. The guy as he comes around the corner there to save some time, but I couldn't see because of no eyesight. So instead we're going to kill him the long and slow and painful way. If he wants to die, thanking you. Which that levels of course is much faster when you can do it properly. Next is Adam Smasher 1972. Who plays Harry Pepper, which I think is in TimeSplitters 1, he's in TimeSplitters 3.
Wake up.
Not in TimeSplitters
That
4
is a
because that game
mistake.
doesn't exist. Well, it's the 70s.
Yep. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's definitely a moustache.
It's definitely a moustache from the 70s. So when you go onto there, turn the
Perfect for
cameras
some yacht
off.
rock.
Otherwise the cameras will see you and they'll shoot you because they've got guns on them. So what we need basically for this level here, these scientists take care of these bombs, and in the right hand corner we have a timer. As soon as this timer basically hits 0, we can't complete the level explodes and everybody dies. Every bomb you manage to defuse, you get an extra couple of minutes time, but because we know what we're doing, sort of, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Two sneakies. Is it going to be nice and get to that bomb for us, or do we have to go back and forth again? Thanking it. Which you have to practice now, fire safety gear. Oh, you're going to take care of that bomb for me? You're such a nice person. Okay. I'm going to get this body armor because this level hasn't been cooperating with me lately. And we're going to get ourselves a spare fire extinguisher. So, in a room adjacent in this hallway, there is a bomb which we need to dispose of. Turning that valve turns off the steam to this room, which blasts you at the control panel here, which kills you pretty quickly. So we need to pick up the little bomb, go across the bin. We're going to do it all the way at the top of it because no, my luck, especially over the last few days, it's going to fall and blow up and then the mission's going to be over. Did that drop? I don't think it did. Thank you. Now I've only got one bomb remaining.
It really does add to the time every time you get one detonated.
Yeah, 8 minutes to get the last bomb. Not too difficult.
You gotta stop and practice fire safety.
You have to stop and practice fire safety.
Fire safe what? You don't down Notre Dame. You safety up.
Shoot whoever you want, just make sure you put out the fires.
Pretty much.
That's the true lesson. That whole
So what we're going to do is we're going to open up this door first, talk to a scientist. He's going to take care of a bomb for us because he's such a nice gentleman. Look at him.
Now is it blue over red or red over blue?
I don't know, you're the scientist, not me. I'm going to shoot these guys in the foot to hopefully get us a damage to us. Or two. We need to flick these 3 little switches. Kill Mr. Boss person here. Oh, that's where he got the count pistol. Usually got put it back. And that's that level. Not too hard. Alright, so we're 1920s in Aztec Ruins. Which I'm going to have to say I'm very sorry, Nathan. I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. It kind of is, yeah, because they like throw watermelons at you. I don't know, I didn't make the video game. Sorry? Just tape it. Yeah, but they put bombs in them, they explode. They're like a watermelon bomb. Water bomb. Wait, what?
It's a bomber melon.
Bomber melon, yeah, I like that one. I like it.
I figured it out.
Oh,
Good work, Tim.
I'm sorry, Nathan. I'm sorry, Nathan.
Wow, that was right in the crotch.
Can I push a lead? Oh, okay, I can use a lead. Of course I say I'm sorry, but I won't. Oh, I might have. We know, just for a second, and then it would have been incredibly, incredibly painful. Thank you. So, same sort of thing. Got to find the fantastic time crystal, which is right there. Don't worry, Nathan. There's only going to be like a few more monkeys we're going to have to shoot. We can get this one. Thank you. And this is probably the only RNG part of this level, because these golems can smash the ground, or they can just be a little bit too quick sometimes. No, I'm going to make the golem fall into a hole. This guy's just going to fall into his own hole. He didn't have to do anything. See, look, it's an exploding watermelon. It's your fault. Bye, golem. And then we get into
I
the
thought
time
that's
portal.
what the thing just said. It was saying time portal. It just said bye, golem.
Bye, golem.
Ooh, robot factory.
Robot factory. Now we're in the future. The future.
There's other futures.
Not the present future. We're in the far future.
We've gone from James Bond to Star Wars.
This is probably the most rewarding level to actually run. It's probably also the most difficult when it comes to actual tech and skill and things you have to do. And in a way, it sort of gets everything from the previous levels and sort of puts it into the one thing. I don't know, I quite like it. So these robots come and spawn in, and you shoot them with your robot future gun, which is similar to the other future robot gun that we had in the other levels. Shoots lasers and they bounce and they can hit you. No, wouldn't recommend it. So we need to kill this wave. Did he die? He died. Because I don't want them cramping my style. They're shooting me back. I don't like that. Shoot that one. He cramps my style too. Get rid of that. We're going the long way.
Steaming crap. You should say it's a safe play.
Oh yeah, I'm getting information, of course.
Yeah.
No, I forgot what part of the level I'm in. So we need to use a laser gun to blow up the energy nodes. Because, I don't know, we just don't like energy. It's too expensive.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Story checks out.
Story does check out. Boom. So we're going to get ourselves another little laser gun. With a free checkpoint. Thanks, game. And we're going to get ourselves a poke around there because I'm bad. Similar sort of deal. Have to kill all the robots, otherwise the door won't open. Or plus they'll get in our way. So we do these backwards because it makes the energy node in the next room move a little bit faster. Simple thing, blow that one up. I don't know. There we go. So now we just have to basically do some more wave fighting, which is what we did earlier on. Remember beach levels and that? Same sort of deal. Should be it. Unless I've forgotten how to count again. No, we're good. So now we're up to the boss. We're going to kill the boss the fun way. Shoot a whole bunch of grenades in his face. Yay.
Easy.
GG easy. You don't have to applaud that, seriously.
So what was the not fun way?
I don't know. The way I like doing it, because it's easy.
And it's
So,
speedy.
same sort of deal, we get the last time crystal in the game, then we go through the portal. Congratulations, then it gives us another cutscene. Oh, now it gives us another cutscene. Whoopsies. So now we're up to present time. We get all of the time crystals, and because we're currently overrun with things called TimeSplitters, aha, name of the game, we need to initiate self-destruct. If I can push the button. They're friendly because they're invisible. Just like my friends. The people on the couch behind me, they're not real.
I was about to say, we're right here.
No! Get out of my way, thank you.
That's what you get for saying that.
I'll admit, that is what I get for saying that. Alright, so we're just going to ignore how to actually use things like ramps and stairs and... wonder why that thing didn't spawn
You
behind
have
us.
9 minutes 40, Murky. You're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna be okay.
I don't know.
Come on.
Doesn't seem like much time.
There's no time.
We have time to split. I wish that was a joke I was making up. It's actually in the game. It's great. Was that in TimeSplitters 3? I can't remember. Someone could probably tell me.
Maybe like every time you're leaving and through the portal, it's like, yes, it's time to split.
Well, it technically is when you're speedrunning because you've got to do the splits at the end of each level.
Yeah, but also, you know,
If you want to do it that way.
Build that into the game.
make like a banana and split.
Alright, so we need to go through this airlock. Prepare for some OPOP noises.
Yeah, just sure it's from a red desk.
Yeah. Watch me completely fail this because I forget the pattern. I'm sorry, it's the same pattern every time. Now we're going to have to repeat that one again.
Yeah, that's definitely a sound effect.
I did say it's a good OPOP. Or Caprified, depending on what you're into. You know. I mean, it's the 21st century, so whatever you want.
This is my jam. Forget Luffy, it's 2 floors 41 onward.
Sing it if you know the words.
You have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So, we have a donation from Potato Handle. He's given us $27.34, and he's wondering what your PB in Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball is going. Baby, come
One
back.
or two,
Baby, come back.
and all items or not. So I'm gonna have to admit, that's like the worst game to try and get like the trophy on, the second one. I don't recommend it. You have to have like a whole spreadsheet and everything because every person has to have their own, so it just takes forever. It does, yeah.
Well, you have to play
A
the
lot of
game to
single-handed
see
gameplay.
the loot.
Right.
Well, you probably don't have to. But
I don't know.
But is it worth it if you don't put the effort in?
I mean, it's the sort of thing where like if you have a friend, they can say, do you want a hand with that, you know?
eggplant emoji.
Pasta Roshi. Alright, so we're going to do this the nice and slow and painful way because I'll probably fall off the
Charity.
lift. Then wait a minute, we had a donation from Anaconda.
Yes, Anaconda was met.
Good thing I've already got the card. Bye, alien. Since we've got nothing else better to do while we wait for our elevator, let's play some Anaconda. Feel free to turn it up, this music's fantastic. If you say, can I play Anaconda? Or Rocket? Hey Jono, do you want to come play Anaconda? You sure? You know the gameplay. Do 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 do. I know I missed multiple. I tell you what, if you're gonna tell me how to play, come up here and do it yourself. You're just emulating Twitch chat. I tell you what, Twitch chat, why don't you come up here and play this yourself? I'll throw the controller at the screen over there.
Don't throw the controller at the screen.
I can't, it's corded. You know, those old things that were only into controllers like before 2003 or whatever it was. I can keep playing this. How am I doing for time? What was my estimate?
40 minutes.
Really?
You're at 34.
Ah! Alright, we can play this for like 5 minutes. You alright with that, soft man? Are you sure? No, I'm not. The great thing about this is there's actually 4 players, and I forgot to bring the other controllers. We could have 4 people playing this right now, and because it's 4 people on the one thing, you can try and trap each other with the snakes. It's great. I'll tell you what, we've probably got enough time to put Snake Eater on in the background. Does everyone know the words?
What a thrill.
What a thrill. Oh, I died.
That's not a thrill.
Alright, yeah, good point. Let's reset the console.
It works for the elevator too.
Yeah.
Look at these toned forearms. Look at those. What a buff man.
That's the most.
Well, technically every protagonist... Oh, that's time, by the way. Technically every protagonist is different.
That was the sickest Anaconda play I've ever seen.
Also, there was another game, I guess.
Yeah, you know, it was like that whole thing about time and crystals and junk. It doesn't matter. Hey, look, we got some cheats. Alright, so TimeSplitters and 2 and 3 and everything else is basically in-game time. And I can tell you now, the time is going to be horrendous. 30 minutes and 36 seconds, that's terrible. But quite frankly, it's not that bad, considering, like, I'm going to admit of how tired I am. For real time, playing it on an Xbox off of the hard drive is probably the fastest, but once again, most people play this on PS2, some people play it on GameCube, and I'm probably one of the only people to play it on an Xbox. Really easy to get into, highly recommend it. As you can see, it's not that hard, really simple stuff, and quite frankly, it's got some of the best arcade gameplay ever. It's like GoldenEye but on steroids. Who's next?
Mata, hat and time.
Mata with a hat and time. Who's ready for Mata with a hat and time? Mata, where are you? I can't see you, buddy.
Woo!
Well, do you want to come up here and get ready for some hat and time? Come on, give him a round of applause. Come on, guys. Thank you. Ah, I'm dying.